never showed anyone that. Then the convo kind of went to, why don't you think I got what it takes? Main thinks I do. Then she hit him with the,
don't make a name for yourself as a cyberpunk by how you live. Make a name by how you die.
Then David was like, why are you saying we're different? We're exactly the same. I'm gonna take you there myself, fly you to the moon. That's a promise.
Oh! That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's there, baby! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I never been so proud of a main character before. Most of them never get this far. My dog David broke the cycle. But anyways, it's back to business. We got another lead on Tanaka, who by the way is the principal of that school. But we find out he's into some freak shit and meets up with a guy who supplies his freak shit from time to time. So the plan seems easy enough. We just gotta kidnap the supplier. And turns out he has a reservation at Embers in 2 days. Table for one, with his lonely ass. David, you're up first. Hope you're a good actor. Huh? Wait, you're the real Jimmy Kurosaki? Can I shake your hand? And look at Maine, 7'5", 350, pure metal, big ass trying to sneak up on bro. I don't even think he needed a rear view camera. He probably would have just heard your ass. And then he proceeds to hit everyone with an EMP. Dorio comes through and beats the fuck out of Maine. Woke him up with pure haymakers. I don't know how that worked. But turns out David got took, so now Lucy and Dorio are tracking him down. So now we see what happened to David. And this dude woke up in a dungeon of death. Bodies in every direction. Then we peep that police are walking through and David got a blick in hand. A blick that's not his. So I'm thinking he got set up. I don't know how he could have got all these bodies down here, but that's the first thing that came to mind. Oh yeah, he's definitely being controlled. No way he could have hit a no-look double headshot like that. So he runs out and had the entire police force waiting outside. And how did every single one of them miss all those bullets? I don't know. We're just gonna look past that. Runs off again, bumped into this guy and immediately emptied the clip. Didn't even see who that was. He said shoot first, check later. Another pulls up, enters the speed force, and he has his Cyber Psycho eyes. But once he put out that blade, I knew he was in a genjutsu. So turns out this guy forced David to get high off his own death. Then he yaps for the next 10 minutes about using David as some experiment toy when Lucy and Dorio spun back. But y'all know it would never be that easy. Dude spawned in drones. But not gonna lie, David made that shit look easy. Bro grabbed the gun and was flash stepping all over the place. And like I said earlier, David's my dog. But he stayed looking goofy. How do you trip over your own feet while in the speed force? Lost the blick and everything. But Lucy finally finished the hack, so it all worked out. Then they tell him to call Tanaka over here. He pulls up expeditiously. He wasn't missing out on the new drop. So he ends up getting surrounded, puts his hands up, but that gave him a perfect opportunity. Spooked everyone with that AoE. Main tries to shoot, but it's like the third time his chrome messed him up. Leaps in, kicks him out, follows up to the gut, connects the two-piece, hits the arm down, knuckles to the face, palm the jaw, got that nigga holding his shit. Sweet chin, music, other leg for the disarm, and he charged the hell out of this. Finally someone stepped in. Was y'all just watching him get beat on? Then Main just ends it with a mean hook, left a mark in our boy's face. I don't know where they took him, but don't let it be so. They're about to hold my dog Main. Bro can't even hold a noodle box without spazzing. And he insists that he's fine, but he's keep popping them damn meds. But not only that, his mind is so jammed that he's flashing in and out of random spots. And he's starting to get a little violent. With Dorio of all people. That's probably the last person he would ever think about hurting. Also, this is how they got Tanaka looking. Right now, Kiwi is diving through his mind looking for data. Yo, bro, not like this. Don't let my dog go out to cyber psychosis. Cause he finally comes back to us and he just sitting there confused. Don't know what just happened. Then David and Lucy pull up, got filled in on what just happened. And it's pretty obvious now, my dog is gonna get hold. If I'm being honest, I don't really care about Pilar. But Main, that's my dog. So David walks back in on Lucy and Dorio arguing about something. And bro, is that another twitch? If I lose my dog and my girl in the same episode, I promise you this vid will end right here. So Lucy and David takes over for Kiwi. She doing her thing when Tanaka starts waking up, which is a bad thing because it messes up the link. David peeps down was going to put him back to sleep, but he gets distracted by his yap. He was saying something like, David, you can stop all this. Arasaka sees potential in you. Do not throw your life away. I'm hoping David doesn't fall for this malarkey. Maybe all that was true, before he knew you was working with the ops. But that's when Maine busts through the door, hits him with a drink, and he immediately flatlined. And if they're dead, that can mess up the data extraction. And worst of all, when someone of his stature randomly dies, the SWAT team gonna pull up. But luckily they were able to get him back. Yo, David. Yeah, Lucy's alright. Start talking. The fuck were you thinking? Me? What were you thinking? What you doing? Punching the bros, walking in the walls and shit? And when you thought it couldn't get any worse, the jammer got fried when bro flatlined, meaning the SWAT team picked up the signal. So he takes Lucy to the V, and that's when we find out all this was for no reason. Tanaka had no data. Meanwhile, we cut to Dorio and Maine laying shit out, back to back, putting straight belt to ass. But my dog is tweaking out. Don't even know where he is right now. Damn near committing friendly fire. So Dorio finds a way to get him some more meds.
This mess my fault.
And then I'm not gonna lie, this scene put a tear in my eye. Seeing David trying to stand beside Maine, even though they both know he's not making it out of this.
It's the end of the line for me, but not for you. Fast is what you do best, ain't it? Just keep running.
And this is where he took his final stand, fought to the very end. And the only thing he got out of that was his arms. I know you're hurt, man. Me and you both. We just lost two bros in the same episode. What am I watching? A Kami got killed? But now we have ourselves a time skip where David is a new top dog trying to fill in the
Yeah, that is some Kami go kill shit right here. The more you know. Like every single main character just fucking, well, the kid was the main character, and all the damn assassins got fucking GG'd.
shoes Maine left behind. And Becca finally accepted the party invite. Shorty was AFK that entire last arc. And this nigga David swole now. I'm pretty sure he cheated though. He did not grind for that. But you can see how different he is. Like 2 episodes ago, he was scared to carry that little pea shooter. Now he's pulling shotguns out his inventory. So we pull up to the spot, Kiwi marking all the enemies. It's a small army in there. She was like, y'all should go find the back door. Bro said, yeah, nah, this is easier.
Better start talking now, scumbag, for I drill you a fresh eye!
Unless you want extra chrome in your fucking skull, I suggest you reconsider. Then Kiwi comes through with the hack, and at that point it was GG's. Becca over here trying to drop a nuke, and Dave is putting Maine's arms to good use. They go upstairs and look at this goofball.
The fuck?
It's 2077, you still choosing the brute class? We been finding a workaround for that build. Speed, and you know what David specializes in? That was embarrassing. Bro was waiting at the
Embarrassing.
doorway and everything too. Who did he think he was? Nigga thought his health bar was gonna pop up on the screen.
Don't worry, boss. I'll check the room.
Yo, watch your foot.
He literally got sawed right there. If you know, you know. If you play the game Saw, you understand.
Anyways, this was a rescue job. Mission complete, they got the target out of there. But then it cuts to him getting worked on by Doc, and I'm just like, bro, did we forget what just happened to Maine? Nigga, you was there. Even Doc saying you gotta chill. You're repeating mistakes you know the answer to. But he also said David could be a Atom Smasher 2.0. And that's the final boss if I ever seen one. This is who Arasaka got on payroll?
Not the Rock.
How did he not go Cyber Psycho? But we fast
That motherfucker right there. I'm gonna let him talk.
forward to when we meet up with a certain someone, the same guy who rolled up on us at the party. And with Maine gone, he needs a new heavy hitter to pick up where he left off. But Maine wasn't some average Joe. He needs David to prove he can perform on that level. So he got him a little test job. But before we get to that, we see what's up with Lucy. Ever since that day, whatever she saw in there had her acting a little different. So she finally tells us her backstory. Since the day she was born, she's been involved with Arasaka. raised to become a perfect net runner. Every single day, back to back, non-stop diving. You'll serve the most powerful megacorp one day. That dream is what got them through it. The dream they were forced to have. And even when their training was done, nothing changed. In fact, it got worse. They were forced to dive into old nets that collapsed over 50 years ago, nets that were infested with rogue AI. Over and over, they were forced to watch their friends get destroyed until they finally had enough. The tech staff didn't stand a chance, so they ran. Even when you heard the cries of your friends, you don't look back. Next thing she knew, she found herself at Night City. But then she randomly gets alerted to something. And now I think I know why she was acting different. In the last job, she said there was no data. She lied. It must have been info on Arasaka agents. My guess is that she's on her revenge arc. Maybe she recognized the people who forced her to net run back then, cause she looks like a full-on villain right here.
Excuse me, sir. It's getting late. May I go home for today? I asked only because my son got into the academy. I wanted to surprise him.
How nice, another legacy hire. Please extend my congratulations. Go get the UG2 sample and you're free to go. Not gonna lie, David, you might be a dumbass. You literally saw Main start tweaking out the same way you are right now, but you refused to downgrade. But Arasaka's starting to catch on, cause not only is Lucy doing her covert ops mission, but that test job David had was to murk someone in their own building, and they immediately put 2 and 2 together. That building is used for Militech countermeasures. So you know what they did? They spun on the guy who reps Militech. And I don't know how dude got up there, but he escaped and met up with who I'm assuming is his employer. And they mentioned something about a cyber skeleton being a market game changer. No clue what that is, but he immediately calls up Arasaka for a meetup. And they came to an agreement. We'll pay you more than what them broke ass Militech pays you. But first we need you to do something. A net runner. Ever since Tanaka's death, they've been a pain in the ass. $1 million for bringing them alive. Half of that for just their head. And just like that, bro, switch sides. Then it cuts to Lucy calling Kiwi. They were pretty much talking about how David's been doing, how he stepped up and became a good leader, and how they missed her on the team and shit like that. But these two go way back. Kiwi was the one who put Lucy on, showed her the ropes, and that's probably why Lucy smoked some nasty ass cigs. Got that mess from her. What is this dude plotting? Then it cuts to David and Becca going on their murder spree. You know, the norm. When David freezes in the middle of a war zone. Now Becca comes through and hits dude with a nasty combo. Look at the airtime on that. Shorty had loops.
This nigga getting mad by Shorty while getting he got a fly drive-by is crazy.
So after that, they had a little walk and talk.
She made that nigga fly while shooting that nigga.
Becca mentions how she peeps David's tweaking problems, so he should go light on the chrome for a while. You know, that's some great advice that he's probably not going to take. Then we catch him at the crib going through it, just standing there staring at that picture until he just collapses. Now, Doc's gonna tell him straight up for the second time, you're a fucking dumbass, Troon. Lay off the chrome. Look at him, tweaking out again. So he gives him meds that are 9 times the standard dose. David tries to apologize and whatnot, but Doc was like, nah, it's good. Not like you're ever gonna come back here anyway.
Not a tale for the next dreamer.
So obviously they gotta talk about what just happened in there. And just like everyone else, Lucy tells Buddy he's tweaking, but he goes, nah, I'ma be fine. Maine and my mom both left me things to do. And then he finally mentions what happened in that Arasaka facility. He knows that he murked an innocent woman who reminded him of his mom, who also had a kid. It's like he knows he's losing it, but is so fixated on needing Chrome to succeed. But then he switches it back on Lucy. Like, damn, when Maine died, I didn't expect you to leave us too. I'm not mad though. You deserve a way out of this life. See, we know the actual reason why Lucy hasn't come back yet, but David has no clue. And anytime he asks, she says she can't say. So he was like, damn, you know, maybe we should go our separate ways. Now obviously she doesn't want that, but at that exact moment she got another alert. Gotta handle some business real quick. She gets there with the lasso of truth on go. It was a trap. She gets short-circuited and look at this little bitch. Fuck you and everything you stand for. You just gonna rat out the homie like that? But turns out my Lucy revenge arc theory was wrong. She happened to find fouls on David that day, cause him having more tolerance for tech made him a viable target for Arasaka. So she deleted his fouls and I guess she was going after everyone who knows about him. And look how she's on a mission with gang like she's still a part of it. I wanna believe you had a valid reason, but to be honest, unless you tell me they had your mom at gunpoint, I don't care. As of right now, you're an op, hoping for your downfall as we speak. But this job they're on right now was planned out and staged by Mr. Four Eyes to trap David. They gotta stop this convoy. They had decoys roll up to cause some havoc, so they're split up. We get a quick little flashback in this guy David, man. You see all them meds on his arm? Like, come on, dude. You know Maine and moms wouldn't want you to do that. So they pull up on the truck and not gonna lie, David and Rebecca are the better duo. Lucy was not pulling off combo attacks like this. Another truck pulls up and David knows damn well he shouldn't be using that move. But he just can't resist the clip farming. He used it again to get to the target and peep that there was no driver. So he came up with the plan to shoot the harpoon. He grabs it, wraps around the rock while they slam the brakes. Better hope no one runs up cause y'all car got flipped too. Huh? I mean, I think we can handle 2 cars. You know, we would have died here if this wasn't staged. So they put him in an impossible situation, so David would be forced to use a cyber skeleton. And to make it even worse, Four Eyes fakes Lucy's voice, telling David that he needs to use her or everyone dies. And you know how he ends the convo?
David, I believe in you.
And that right there is how he folded. GG's. So Snake and Falco go get the car and look at this bitch. I don't think I can ever forgive you. So we cut to Lucy and she's on go. That's 2 bodies. Then kicks that boy in the temple. I don't know why she didn't murk the guy like she did the other 2, but she calls David, trying to get him to stop, but it's too late. He's already installing the update. And like I just said, why didn't you murk the guy? Just hit your ass with an EMP. Then he takes your phone, FaceTimes your nigga, and got you kissing the ground on camera. And that has David tweaking on another level, on the verge of going cyber psycho. But good thing Becca was there, gave him some meds to calm down. So there's really only one option he has, and it's to use that damn suit. Blitz behind him, takes their guns and lit them all up. And he can still use the speed force in that thing too. So this wasn't even a fight, it was just annihilation. They did not stand a chance. So as they're going for Lucy, they gave us this cool scene with David walking through the city again. Damn, bro. I know my dog not making it through this. His extra strong meds don't even work anymore. But then we see Four Eyes meet up with Snake. He goes for another, but she zips the arm. Look at this goofball, bleeding out behind a dumpster. And now she's trying to give the coordinates to where he's at, like this shit ain't your fault. But when you get caught up, all of a sudden you want Lucy to be safe now, huh? Sorry, but I can't sympathize with snakes.
Yeah, you deserve that shit.
But this experiment of theirs has gone out of hand. David is too strong to be stopped. But there's one who can. And that boy's already in the cut. He's been waiting all day to whoop ass. Meanwhile, Four Eyes got into a little altercation with dude he was talking with earlier. Four Eyes strayed too far off his leash and caused all this mess. Had everyone terrified. Almost took down the whole room, but that's when Adam slid through. Then Four Eyes started yapping as if that nigga was gonna save him.
Adam Smasher, hurry! Go on, kill the boy!
Who the fuck are you?
Goofy ass. Bro thought he was a part of the team.
I like Ass Smasher this moment, but the other moment, I hate that nigga for that shit. That nigga was hitting him like, man, the fuck are you, nigga?
But David was like, oh, so you're Adam Smasher. Got up right in his face. He was sizing that boy up. Then we see that Four Eyes gets picked up by the trauma team and David was not having that. Not gonna lie, Adam, that was kind of weak. Oh no, that song is playing again. Why here? This ain't battle music, bro. So he murks Four Eyes and everyone in that car. Grabs Lucy and you telling me Adam got the speed force too? He hits him with a missile, Lucy trying to snap him back to reality, and she actually
Try to snap back to reality. Oh, the old gravity. The motherfucker Grand Smasher should copy his whole flow.
did it. What finding the right one can do for a man. Bro was a goner 2 seconds ago. So he lands back down with gang. Becca greets Lucy on some sly shit. You know Lucy with the guy she wants. She can't be too nice. Then this dude Adam came from the top ropes. Hell nah, you're not about to action replay that shit. Nah, she better not be dead.
She is dead, my guy. That nigga did a seating senton. He did a seating senton, that bitch. He hit it with that Rey Mysterio seating senton.
If I press play and she died like that, 6 minutes left of the final episode, death by Goomba Stomp. Nah, bro. See, that was unnecessary. What was the purpose? The episode's almost over. I don't even want to continue this shit no more. But the show must go on. He tried to fight Adam, but his body just can't take it anymore. Lucy comes through with the support, but this guy just stares at her. Did nothing but tickle his ears. Reversed it on your ass too. And that's when Falco grabs her and gets up on out of there. But Adam was not pleased. Alright, bro. You're a little too strong. I guess that's how it feels when the Speed Force is used on you. 1 second you're good, the next you see a life flash before your eyes. And they had the nerve to give us a montage.
Sorry. Wish we could go to the moon together.
The Vince McMahon in the background.
I'm hurt enough, I don't need to relive it. See, not many shows can make me tear up, but I'ma keep it real. Tears was flowing. This was only 10 episodes, but it feels like at least 24. And this damn song, bro, can never listen to it again. Gonna get immediate PTSD. But this is really the end for my dog. But don't get it twisted though, he went out like a G.
Whatever, Joom. Like I give a shit.
And then right after we see Lucy on the moon, man, fuck. Imagining David too, man. Damn.
Sponge?
That hurt
It's
me.
okay.
That shocked me.
Sponge?
Shit, the ending was crazy. Oh my god. W for the vid. And yeah, I told you that ass smash is built different, man. I hope you like and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace in the Middle East.